Judy Jones here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a traditional Ecuadorian dish. It is called salsa. It is not the salsa that you eat with chips, so it's not like a chip dip. Traditionally, this dish is not made to eat by itself. It's usually paired up in threes. So the way they serve it is salsa with white rice and any kind of meats. My preference is fish because I love to eat my salsa with fish. The salsa we're making today, one of the options is going to be to add shrimp to yours. So you don't have to add the shrimp, but if you are a seafood lover, I am a seafood lover, all of the flavors, the lemon and the shrimp together, amazing, I promise you. So let's get started. Let's go over all of our ingredients.
You want to use a nice sized tomato, 2 lemons, 1 red onion, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, half a cup of filtered water, and some virgin olive oil, and cilantro. Mine is frozen, but you can use fresh. Salt to taste, avocado, which is optional, and shrimp, which is optional. And you want to have a nice size bowl to mix that all in.
So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to be cutting my red onion. So when you cut your onion, you want to make it about that thin, and if you can see that on camera. You can also use a slicer. That might make it a lot easier for you. Okay, so I'm just basically cutting these, slicing these in half. And I'm gonna put them in my dish, in my little bowl. Okay, if you do not like that strong flavor that onions have, this is a way to die down that strong onion flavor, and this is a little trick that my mom showed me. As an example, today I am using white onion. Now for the salsa we typically use the red onion, but just to show you, to give you a little example of how to die down that strong onion flavor, I am just using these white onions just to give you an example. So these are your sliced onions, and you're going to put them in a small bowl, and you're going to put in about half a cup of warm water, and half a teaspoon of salt. And you're going to let that sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once your 20 minutes is up, you're going to take your bowl and you're going to drain that water and rinse your onions. And you just want to rinse that out with some cold water. And then once you've rinsed out your onions, you're just going to put them in your bowl. And now you're ready to make your salsa using this onion. And that's just a little trick that my mom taught me when she taught me how to make salsa. Okay, and once we've cut the onion, we are going to work next on our tomato. And we're just basically going to do the same thing. We're going to slice our tomato into thin slices. And I have removed all the little tomato seeds, well, most of them. So once you're done doing that, at this point, you are going to be cutting your
your lemons. And we're going to be adding the lemon juice to our onions and tomatoes. And at this point, if you have a lemon squeezer, you can use that. My mom always used a strainer and a spoon, so that is why I'm used to doing this. But I actually found this nifty little kitchen tool. I love kitchen tools. I love trying something new. But for some reason, I just can't. Now, you don't even have to do that, actually. That was silly. Just squeeze it. You want to get as much of that juice out as you can. So this little tool comes in handy. Just helps you get all the juice out. Okay, and I'm just going to add the other lemon. Real easy, guys. Nothing hard in this at all. And it's no cooking involved. Unless you, like I said before, want to use seafood. You can also use the imitation crab meat. I do that sometimes when I don't want to mess around with the shrimp. Okay, and we are done with our lemons. And we are going to add about a 1/4 cup of olive oil, or any oil of your choice. To that. And next we're going to add about 1/2 cup of water. And I'm just going to start mixing this around. So you see that, guys? It's all about blending and mixing. Okay, and next we are going to add our ketchup. And then we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Mix that around. Tangy and sweet, that's what we're going for. Add a pinch of salt to this, or maybe 2. I will have to taste test this. Okay, let's take a taste. It's very good, but it's a little too strong, so if you feel it's a little too strong, the lemon flavor is just overtaking it all, yeah, just a little bit more water. So this is one of those recipes where you kind of have to taste test it and adjust it to your liking, I want to say. And when you put in the ketchup, make sure that it's 2 heaping spoons of ketchup. 2 heaping tablespoons of ketchup. Okay, so let's try this again. Perfect. It is perfect. Lemony, but not too strong. Perfect, just perfect. We're gonna add now our cilantro. Okay, and I'm gonna add some cilantro. That is like the icing on the cake for this dish. Now my cilantro, whenever I buy it, I freeze it so that it lasts longer because I don't use it every single day, and so I feel that when I put it in the freezer, I could just go in there and use it and not have to worry to keep running to the store. But using fresh cilantro is the best. Don't get me wrong, this tastes good too, but there's just nothing like fresh cilantro. Gonna mix that up. And it is even looking pretty. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit more cilantro to this. It's really, like I said before, it's to your liking, and I love cilantro, so I'm gonna add a little bit more cilantro. This is done. Just give it a good mix. Now at this point, it is totally optional. You can add shrimp to this, fish to this, avocados, like I said, imitation crab meat, whatever your little heart desires. I love to add seafood to this. I just think it tastes absolutely wonderful. So just be creative. Real quick, guys, so if you do want to add shrimp, all you do is put your shrimp, and I bought mine's already peeled. You can do it peeled too as well, but that's just a little bit extra work. But as you can see, mine's are already deveined and peeled, and you just put them in a little bit of water and cook them for a couple minutes until they turn pink, and they are ready to go in. Is now done. So now what I'm going to do is add my shrimp to this, and I'm going to refrigerate it for at least half an hour because I like to eat mine nice and chilled. And another thing that I want to tell you is if you don't finish eating this all and you refrigerate it, the longer it's refrigerated, the longer it's sitting, the flavors just keep getting stronger. So you don't want to let this sit in your refrigerator for too long because it just will get really strong, and you really have to like onions to eat this. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Once you've added your shrimp and chilled your salsa for half an hour, it is ready to eat. And I have made a little bit of rice, white rice. If you have watched any of my other videos, you will know that this is my favorite part, taste testing. Just make sure I have a piece of shrimp. Delicious. Here is my food for thought for this week, and I came across this on Facebook that someone had posted, and it reads, "We don't grow when things are easy, we grow when we face challenges." And that is just so true, my friends. As much as we don't like all of the challenges we sometimes face, we can either let our situations define who we are and let them make a complete mess of us, or we could use that time to grow spiritually, trusting that God will give you what you need to come out stronger. And you know, I was thinking how encouraging it is when we read stories and hear stories of other people who have gone through these hardships and have come out of it with God's help, and how encouraging it is when you do hear and read those stories. But think about this, how much more encouraging it is when you personally can testify and say, I have gone through some really hard times, and God has seen me from beginning to the end, and everywhere in between, He has been there. I tell you, my friends, from personal experience, don't get stuck on those struggles, on those challenges. Use them as stepping stones to grow spiritually, to grow as a person, to be used as a testimony,
And remember, there is no challenge that's too big that God cannot help you through it. So with that, I leave you, my friends. I hope that this was encouraging for you, that it was uplifting. I really do thank you for sticking around and watching the end of the video where I do a food for thought. It's something I really do enjoy doing, something that God has placed in my heart. I hope you have a wonderful week.